Hello, it's me. Right, so right now, currently, I am at EUIC. However, past me made these videos, so don't worry about it. We've still got some coverage over these decks that I've been making. However, today's deck is a cheaper deck. Now, I wanted to make this anyway because the new Lucario, it's a Lucario deck. Little spoiler there for you. I wanted to make it because of Lucario. Really cool. And I really wanted to use the Primeape. So I've done like a cheapish deck, which is the list is going to be here now. So here you go. You can see it. We got Lucario, but that Primeape is the fight back one, which means when it's got damage on it, it does extra damage of its attacks. Also, the only awkward part about this is the Mankey, because you have to have the promo Mankey. Now, if you don't have it, you can still use the other line of Mankey Primeape as well. With, I think it's still 1 energy and 50, which means the Marshadow would be a bit easier to use because Marshadows are 2 energy cost. But we run Lucario, Primeape, Marshadow, Giovanni, Sabrina, Giant Cape. Giant Cape's going to help hopefully keep that Primeape alive a little bit because it's only got 90 HP. So it brings up to 110. We'll see how it does in these next games though. Right, okay, let's get straight in then. So this is Lucape is what I've called it because it's got an ape in it and it's Lucario. Very, very good name. I'll have nothing said about that name, okay? Right, okay, let's get straight in. So basically, we got to get a Lucario out and a Primeape out. The Marshadow's there for support if we need it, but I'm not sure about it. Like, I could, if I don't really see much play from it, I could switch it to a Hitmonlee because then it might be okay, but we'll see how it plays anyway. We'll see how it plays. I think I've played like maybe 1 or 2 with this, but an older formula with it, and I didn't like it. However, this might work a bit better, especially starting with a Mankey and going second, which means Reckless Charge does 30 damage, does 10 to itself. We just have to be very careful on what he plays out. So we're okay there. We've got weakness, so we already do 50 damage in this one turn, which is very good. We could even do 60 if we wanted to, but we don't necessarily need to do that right now. Okay, so it's Magneton. It's probably going to be Magnezone as well, and Electabuzz, which means we'll see some decent cards here, I'd imagine. Right, so we'll play the energy forward, and we've got plenty of options here, which is really good. I'm going to Professor's Research and hope for maybe a Riolu or something like that. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So we're in a good start, actually. Reckless Charge. We'll go forward with that. See how that does. 50 damage is pretty hefty. It's pretty hefty. We would have done 60 if we used Giovanni, but I don't think we needed to because he's going to get online very quickly now. We've got to be very careful. He can still do 40 damage to the bench, right, if he has all of these on him. But I think he needs Lieutenant Surge, is it? I think that puts all energies to Electabuzz or something like that. I'm not too sure. I haven't really used that card at all yet, so I don't 100% know what that does. But we might see it being played here, so then I'll find out. I hope that this performs because I think it's a cheap deck. It's quite easy to make. You could use the new Mankeys as well, Mankey and Primeape, and it'd still work because you still get the 20/20 from the both Lucarios if you wanted to play the two. And I kind of like it, but we'll see. We're in a good spot right now because we're hitting weakness as well. It just depends on the Electabuzz and other things like that, right? Another Riolu is good here because we want the 2 out, right? We're going to Professor's Research here and hope for a Primeape. If we get the Primeape, great news. We didn't, but we might get Marshadow. So in this case, what I will do, we got another Mankey. It's actually real good there as well. Probably shouldn't have played it because we got Marshadow that we could have played, right? However, I'm thinking if we X-speed this one out and then get the damage on the new Mankey in hopes that we get a Primeape in the next turn, that could be very, very useful. That's what we're hoping for anyway. And then we're just getting 2 Mankeys set up, right? We've got quite a good setup. The only thing we're missing is the Evos now. As soon as we get like 1 or 2, we'll be okay. So we've got 2 set up, which means it's a little bit more awkward for him to take out, say, this Mankey. And then let's say I didn't do that last turn and I had a full health Mankey on the bench, then the Primeape wouldn't have hit for enough, whereas he will now. Spin an attack for 110, but it discards all the energies. So he's guaranteed to get a kill here, but it's on a very small Pokemon that I'm not worried about. Now, if we do draw into Primeape this turn, we could potentially get a kill. We could get a kill here because he is weak still. Oh, we will get a kill because we've got Giovanni as well. We got the Primeape. Okay. So we play that down to see if this turn didn't go this way. This could have been sour. So it's 100 damage. Oh, no. It won't be a kill yet. We had the 10. It's 130. It would only be a kill if we had Lucario, and we don't have it, which is a problem. Let me see. So we do 100 damage with this. If we did Giovanni, it's 120. He's got 140 HP. He can kill me next turn anyway. But how I'm seeing it is maybe we'd sacrifice it anyway, because then that way we don't have to worry. Well, we can get rid of Magnezone on the turn after, right? So I am going to do as much damage as possible with Primeape here. See, literally one Lucario, we would have had that kill. That's not too bad. I'm all right with this. I'm okay with this. We have lost 2 though, and he will die now because of Magnezone. Unless he retreats Magnezone in... I don't know. I don't think he will. And this is where Hitmonlee would have been pretty good as well, I think. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad still. We'll have to jab that with a regular Riolu and hope that he can't kill it with Electabuzz next turn. And that's our only option there currently. Right, okay. Riolu can go out. We do have an X speed as well if we get Lucario, whatever. We've got 1 Lucario. And this is a 2... We see Lucario just that last turn would have been perfect. However, we've got 1 going, right? We can jab. There's not really much that we can do to protect ourselves here, but that works. Now, if we get another Lucario on the next turn, we can get the actual damage out on it. So it's 40, 20, and 80. Because we'll get the 220s from Fighting Coach, because it does stack as well, which is really cool. Plus 20 damage. And we would kill this. Maybe not that, though. What does this do? If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energies. Okay, so it does 40 damage. So, all right, that's not good. We can Sabrina for that Magnemite. However, we've got to be so careful. The Giant's Cape is pretty useful here. So what I might do is play this out, retreat, and hope that he doesn't have a Sabrina. Because if he's got a Sabrina, we're done for, right? We can retreat into the Lucario. We'll Sabrina into the Magnemite. Just to make his turn a little bit more awkward, we're hoping. And then he knows the next turn he's dead with the Submarine Blow. If he doesn't retreat it. He didn't have anything to retreat it. We got the win. I'm actually surprised at that. I didn't think... Perfect. I couldn't put any extra energies on, though. I wonder if he thought that Lucario needed 1 instead of 2. So he just quit on that behalf. You know what? We'll take the win. We'll take the win. But I do like the deck. You've seen it there. It actually worked quite well. Marshadow is one of the cards where it's like it's up to you if you want to run it or not. Like, I'm still debating if I like it enough to run it. It's the first deck I've incorporated in, to be honest. I don't really use it that often, but I don't really use that many fighting decks. I've seen iterations of this, Lucario Machamp, and that's pretty strong. Very, very strong, actually, because the Machamp is just naturally strong. But there's a lot of Evos there as well. So, but the same with this, to be fair. Lucario, Primeape, there's still a lot of Evos as well. We've got a really Lucario start with 2 Giovannis in hand. And we don't necessarily need to use the Geos, but we will. We do, rather. We like to use them. Okay, we got a Sabrina. We don't really have anything we can do, so this could be a brick. This doesn't look like the best of starts, only because we don't have a Mankey. Well, saying that, though, if we get it next turn, it's not too bad. Chimchar, but normally, I'm assuming with this Chimchar and Infernape, they would want a Moltres to get the energies. But maybe not, because I don't think it needs that much anyway, so it's probably okay currently. We can... Oh, wow. This is, this ain't great here. We're going to Sabrina to the Chimchar on the bench and put Lucario out, just so we've got Lucario. I think Lucario is still it's a 2-cost retreat. I think I need to do it, though. Yeah, I'm going to need to do it. So we'll go like this, and we've got X speeds as well, so we're not too bad off. The worst part is, because we didn't start with a Mankey, we don't get that early damage out on it, and that's scary. He's setting up pretty well. He might have an Infernape ready for the turn after for that one on the bench, and we could be in for it then. Is it Moltres there? The only decks of this that I've seen have been, yeah, with Moltres. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So he's getting the Moltreses. Oh, he's got the promo one. I like that promo one as well. I think he's swooping in, isn't it? That's 30 damage. If we don't get anything next turn, we've lost because we can't really deal with it because he'll probably have an Infernape, right? Let's see. Another Lucario is just not good enough there, unfortunately, for us. I might try and Sabrina to bait the Moltres play so he can try and get the energies, which is what I'm hoping that he'll do. Or he might see that I'm on the ropes and put the other Monferno out. Yeah, he knows I'm on the ropes. Okay, we can only do 60 damage. This is probably a bust. I think I'm done here. Because he's just going to go into Infernape, and I think Infernape's attack is 2 energies, right? There it is. Yeah, Flare Blitz, 140. That's it. Okay, we'll concede on that one real quick. That's very easy to know when you're going to lose, right? That's definitely a loss there. There's no way I'm pulling that back, right? I think I need to make a fire deck, because I've got the Infernapes now. And the Moltres I've got. So I could do it. Let's go in again and see how it plays. But I'm glad we got to see it properly on the first one. Second one, you know, it's one of them. It bricks. And again, it is what it is. Bricks will happen. Okay, we're going second. Do we start with a Mankey? Do we start with a Mankey? We do. And a Riolu. Okay. I wonder if more Pokemon communications in this deck might be good. I think I run 1, maybe? I don't remember. I don't fully remember how many I run, but it's one of them. There's a lot of testing when it comes to these decks anyway, and like Mew, Ralts, well, Mewtwo and Mew. Is there going to be a Ralts up in here? A nice old school Mewtwo deck with the new Mew. Newer Mew, I should say. Okay, so in this case, we're going to Pokeball. Hope for another Mankey's actually real good there as well. Okay, now what we will do is we're going to Giovanni because we're weak to this, right? So we need to get as much damage out as possible. And if we can do 40 on the first turn, and then we've got like 100 damage on the next turn, we could be really good off, well off, if we get the right stuff. Now, draw is a big issue, and we're not drawing into cards that we really necessarily need, right? Which is a problem. Now, we do have to remember that Mewtwo will kill a Mankey very easily. Won't kill the Primeape in one hit with the Psychic Sphere, but... Oh, the Mew. Oh, I forgot about the Mew. Oh, fair play. Okay, that was good. It's 40 damage. With the Leaf. That was clever. Yeah, he's got weakness. And we've drew bad. Well, we haven't drew bad, but we haven't got much now. 40 damage. We'll see how we go. We can't really do anything with this Primeape, this Mankey, currently. So what we'll do is we'll wait out, see what we get. We did get Primeape. Now, I am tempted to put the energy onto it. Sabrina. And then try and force him into the same play where he tries to retreat one of his bench to that Mew to attack. To bring it down to 10 HP, then we Primeape and attack Mew with the Primeape. Hoping for a Lucario on the next turn, but even then I don't think we kill it. That's the only issue. If we don't have the 2 Lucarios going, we miss out on 40 extra damage. I just really wanted to use this Primeape. Okay, it's gone into the Mewtwo. He might have another Leaf, right? He might have another Leaf. So I'm not Reckless Charging. I'm going to end the turn there. He may see that, though. He may see it and just think, oh, he's probably got the Primeape in hand. So we'll wait. Mythical Slab in hope for no Corellia. Please don't get that. He probably will. He didn't get anything. All right, okay. He already had the Corellia. He might have got Gardy. He might have got Gardevoir. If I'm being completely honest right now, we're not in a good spot. Because he's, well, weakness on everything. We don't have a Marshadow. We haven't drew into it once so far. Which is a shame. But we haven't really drew much. We haven't had any researchers. We've been having Sabrinas and everything, but no researchers at all. This is what I say about the decks, though. It can be touch and go no matter what we do, right? Okay. He didn't get baited, which is problematic because we needed that bait then. Lucario's here and a Primeape. We can still play Primeape out and we will do 40 damage, right? Well, we'll do 60 damage. It's not a load, right? However, when he attacks with Psychic Sphere, he'll do, say, 70. And then Primeape can attack properly then. But he will kill Primeape right after that as well. So I do have to remember that. Although, in this turn, if he has a Dawn, he could potentially get Side Drive going. because he could get the one from Gardy, the one that he can play, and then he can dawn the one from Mew over to this Mewtwo, and then he's laughing. But we'll see. We'll see. He could even genome hack and attack me, because that Mew... Oh, no, Mew doesn't have any damage on it, so it will only do 60. Okay. At least we got some draw. At least we got some draw out. It'll be nice to see if we can swing it. I don't think we'll be able to, but it'll be nice to see. Another Mewtwo coming out. He may Psychic. No, he's not. He's going to power up another one and let this one die. No, no, no. He is going to attack it, which is just good. Primeape will die on the next turn. We know that anyway. If we get a Marshadow this turn, that would be very, very strong. Okay. This could actually work really, really well now. So if we play the 1 energy to the Marshadow is going to be pumping out damage next turn. We fight back, killing that Mewtwo. And then whatever he brings out, which is going to be the Mewtwo, I don't think this kills. But it'll get use. It'll get use, right? Oh, it only does 100 anyway. It'll get some use. Actually does 120. So if we get Giovanni after Mew's killed this Primeape, we could win. We could win. A small chance means we can win this. And we need the Giovanni to do it. Now, in the previous games, we've hit Giovanni loads, right? We've already used one. Now we're hoping for another one. We're hoping for another one. Because Heart of the Cards right now has been pretty good. We got the Lucario, we got Primeape, got Marshadow. He's going to retreat into that Mewtwo, which he's probably seen that the Mew... Oh, no, he's not. He's left himself open for a Giovanni kill here from Marshadow. If we get Giovanni. If we don't, we haven't won. If we do, it's a great win. Please, please. Giovanni. No! It would have been so good. It would have been so good. I know we've lost this now, but let's just have a look what we could have got. Because we can put Riolu out. We can even Giant's Cape onto this Marshadow and just attack, right? In hopes that we get another turn out of it. We won't, know. We're not going to get another turn, but we'll go for it. 120, man. We only needed Giovanni. We would have got it. Look at it. 120 is going to switch that to the Mewtwo. The Mewtwo's then going to do the 150 damage and kill me and win. That's all he needs to do here. That's all he needs to do. Yeah. GG's. Good game, though. Good game. I enjoyed that one quite a lot. But the deck itself, right? I like it a lot, man. Like, I know it's underperformed on the last two, but I don't mind too much. The first one, you've seen it really nice. And it did pretty well against the top-end deck there. Like, that one's a very strong deck anyway. And its weakness, but we got pretty decent stuff. We did pretty well. We did pretty well. Yeah, as a quick one, I think what I would change in this now, having played those games, because those were like the first games I've played with this. I think I've played a couple, but nothing major. Those are the first ones where I've like, the last edit was this, and I checked over it. The Giant Cape, we don't really necessarily need, so we can take that out for a Pokemon communication, and I think that would be better in general. But there you go. That's not too bad, that, you know? I do like the deck. It's quite a cheap one. It's quite an easy one to run. It's got a lot of power behind it. However, sometimes you will get like weakness, of course, with Mewtwo being so prominent anyway. You're gonna get it, and if you do, sometimes it'll work. Sometimes you don't get so lucky in the Giovanni. I made one little change at the end there. You've seen it with the communication. I got rid of the Giant's Cape because I just don't think it needs it, but the communication it needs, because we were sitting on Primeapes a lot, so it'd be quite nice to get rid of it. But there you go. There's the deck. Make sure you check in the description box down below, because I leave all the deck lists there. You can have a look over them. You can edit them. You can try them out, whatever you want to do. And don't forget as well, we've got a Discord open right now. In the Discord, we've got a trading section for Pokemon TCG Pocket. Make sure you join it. Have a look, man. There's lots of people trading. Feel free. Show off your God pulls. Show off your good pulls. Show off whatever you want. Within limits. Within limits. Right. I'll see you in the next one.